I want to eat some fruit. Can you buy me some fruit?
I wash the clothes. Could you buy this yourself? The supermarket is nearby.
What kind of woman can't take care of her parents? You are disrespectful. I'll tell Marcos about it.
When my husband came home, she would say mean things about me.
Marcos, Sarah makes me run errands.
No, you want me to be your maid. But unfortunately, Marcos believed his mother and thought I was the bad one.
Why are you making her run errands?
No, I'm not making her do that. Marcos didn't believe me and took his mother's side.
The next day.
What is that?
Huh? What do you mean, what is that? This is our meal.
Why is there only main dish and soup?
We used to eat that and you said it was enough.
Mom always cooks at least 2 more side dishes. You really are a bad wife.
I am working too. I even come home later than you. But I'm trying to cook lunch quickly to feed you.
You see, the woman who can't do her chores always has excuses.
It's not an excuse. One more thing, you don't help me with the housework anymore.
Mom said that housework is only for women.
That's because she was a housewife, so she's right about that. But we both work, so you should help me more.
A housewife who does not do housework. We don't need you anymore.
Right, I don't need such a wife anymore.
What are you saying?
I said go away. I don't want to see you in this house anymore.
I was stunned for a moment. They packed up my things and threw them outside.
Now go away. You have no place here anymore.
After they kicked me out, I went home crying.
Sarah, what happened?
They kicked me out of the house. I did nothing wrong. I cried and told my father everything that had happened.
This is your home, so you can stay here as long as you want. But let's go and talk to them at least once. I'll accompany you.
I nodded to his suggestion and we went the following weekend. But I saw a shocking scene. Huh? Who is she? She walked out of the house like she lived there.
Marcos held hands with her and his mother smiled and said, "Bon voyage."
My father and I looked at each other. Could that be the reason why they kicked me out?
This is unforgivable.
My father showed his anger. Then we followed Marcos and the woman. They went to a hotel. I cannot believe that. He treated me like that when he was cheating on me all along, and his mother tolerates it.
Sarah, go home. I don't want you to see more than that. I will take care of this matter. I promise I'll make them regret what they did to you.
But
Believe me, Sarah, I'll make them pay for what they did to you.
I went home alone. When I was alone, I felt depressed and angry. How could Marcos do this to me? What was I to him? This is frustrating. After I cried, my father came home.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm feeling a little better now.
How are you going to deal with that?
I want a divorce from him because he treated me like that and cheated on me.
Agreed. If that's what you really want, then let's talk to them again next week.
The next week, my father and I went to Marcos's house. The woman wasn't there. Dad told me he would let me do whatever I wanted. But I was so nervous it was like my heart was about to break.
Oh, Sarah, I told you you don't belong here anymore.
Right, what are you doing here?
My father listened to them and gave them the divorce papers.
We came here to discuss something. All you need to do is sign this certificate of divorce.
Divorce certificate? I will sign hundreds if not more.
Yes, exactly. Because I hate Sarah. She is a very ugly wife.
They laughed as if they won. However, when my dad showed them something, they stopped laughing.
What is that? How and when was this photo taken?
Of course, I'm divorcing you, but as a punishment, you'll have to pay consolation money.
Sarah, you got it wrong.
On the contrary, now I understood everything correctly and knew that you are cheating on me. I came home to talk to you, but I was shocked with what I saw. A woman I have never seen before came out of the house. After that, my father used a detective and a lawyer to spy on you. We found out that the woman is your boss's wife. Of course, we sent the evidence to your boss. We will also ask for consolation money from the woman.
Hey! What will happen to my status in the company if you do that?
The results are as clear as daylight. If lucky, you will be transferred to the province. But if you're not lucky, you'll get fired. Cheating with your boss's wife is unforgivable.
Stop playing with me. Stop it this instant.
Too late. I've already sent the photos. It's probably already gotten to your boss.
Ha! How did you do that?
You're not at work today, so no one can stop your boss from getting them. Hearing this, Marcos panicked and called his boss. But he didn't know where the photos were or what to say. So Marcos had to hang up the call to his boss. Well, why don't you sign this paper? The lawyer will do the rest. By the way, the police will probably come and arrest your mother.
What? The police are arresting me. Why?
When you lived here, my belongings disappeared one by one. When I looked at your eBay account, I saw that you sold my stuff. There was even a handmade thing in there from my dad, so you can't deny the theft. She fell to her knees and bowed her head. After that, Marcos was fired as expected. His mother was arrested by the police. By the way, his boss divorced his wife. I got a lot of money from them and from Marcos's mother. So I'm not worried about the money for now. The moment we are having a great vacation and enjoying the beach in Egypt. My name is Sarah. Today I tell you my story with my mother-in-law. I married my husband Peter when I was 25. Our son was born 3 years later. We had a happy life together as a family. After the birth of our child, I went back to work. We try very hard to raise our child. One of the biggest problems in my life is my mother-in-law. Well, I guess she's the so-called bride bully. My husband is always careful with he. But when we were just married, it was very difficult to deal with. My husband is the middle of 3 siblings. He's the only one who's married. The other 2 are still enjoying their single lives. My mother-in-law has always been the center of the family. She called herself the Madonna of the family.
It's all male, and everyone knows how difficult they are to deal with. So I am the Madonna of this family.
Well, I guess she really thinks she is. And then I showed up as the only daughter-in-law. My father-in-law and the other siblings care about me a lot. So I was recognized as an imaginary enemy.
Peter, I can't believe you're getting married.
What are you talking about? All mothers wait for the day their son will get married.
Peter, you shouldn't forget the taste of our family meals, even if you get married. You should eat at our house.
No need. Sarah is a good cook. And we both have jobs. We take care of our house together.
No way she lets you do the chores?
Don't talk like that. We decide what is best for us. I don't want a word from you, Mom. I am no longer a small child and can manage my life well.
My husband is the type of person who speaks up when he sees something. He was definitely on my side 100%, which I really appreciate, but my husband doesn't read into things much, and he's not very good at noticing the situation. So my mother-in-law tried to do something that's hard to notice. For example, the meals. When we go to my husband's parents' house, my mother-in-law serves the food. On the surface, this seems like a pretty standard scene to have seen somewhere. But my mother-in-law never lets me into the kitchen. Even when I offered her help, she told me not to do anything. And the food on the table all looks the same. But because I'm not allowed to help, I don't know what's inside. I once had a soup with lots of little fish bones in it. I didn't know that, and I drank so much soup and it was killing me. 1 week later.
Honey, my parents invited us to dinner.
Oh no, I really don't want to go. Your mother hates me and always treats me badly.
What? This cannot be. Why do you think that?
She never lets me into the kitchen and helps her to prepare the food. I feel so unwelcome and left out.
I understand that you feel like that. But maybe she just has a certain way of doing things and wants everything to be perfect. It doesn't necessarily mean she hates you.
But it's not just that. She constantly criticizes my clothes, my looks, and even how I treat our son. I've had enough of this.
I'm sorry, honey. Let's go tonight and I'll keep an eye on her comments. It's important to me that we spend time with my family.
I know you care and I want to support you, but it's so hard for me.
I understand, and I really appreciate you trying. Let's stick together and spend time there together. I will be by your side and support you.
All right, I'll try. But only because it's you and because I love you.
Thanks, my darling. I love you too and promise I will be there for you.
Oh, this food is really terrible.
Sarah, are you okay?
I think I have a stomach ache.
Are you okay?
Oh, you don't like my food, do you?
Stop, Mom. She said she doesn't feel well.
Maybe she's just pretending to be sick.
I don't think so.
Hey, Madonna, stop it. Don't do this to a sick person.
Well, you're all on her side.
We don't mean that.
I made dinner for you all, and what's up?
Don't worry, I'll eat from Sarah's plate.
No, don't do that.
You scared me. What's wrong with you? Why are you screaming?
It's just, I can't make you eat something cold.
Don't worry about it.
I said stop.
Without hearing his mother stop him, Peter took the plate of meat and potatoes in front of me.
Oh. What the hell? What is that? Vinegar? It tastes so different than my food.
It's happened before. What do you say, Sarah? Once before I was served a soup with lots of small fish bones.
Mom, what's up?
I haven't done anything. You must have misunderstood.
Of course not. This meat and potatoes is terrible. Dad, try it.
When my husband tried to give the meat and potatoes to my father-in-law, my mother-in-law took it from him.
If it's that bad, you don't have to eat it anymore.
No, I didn't mean that. I ask why Sarah's food is so bad.
I have no idea. I think she did it herself while preparing the food.
Enough? It's incredible. You never let Sarah enter the kitchen. I think you brought her that awful meal on purpose.
Yes, I think so too.
Okay, I'm done. I'll never cook a meal again.
In the end, my mother-in-law neither admitted nor apologized for this situation. And my husband took this as an opportunity to stop visiting his family unless we had to. One day I was out of town on a business trip. On the way back to the hotel after a meeting, I saw my mother-in-law. Beside her was a man in his 20s. They walked and held hands. What is that? My mother-in-law with a strange man. I was freezed. I'm sure I don't know the guy, so I followed them. Then they entered a cafe and took a seat by the window. They didn't sit in front of each other, but next to each other. I didn't hesitate to start filming. And then the man kissed my mother-in-law. Wow, I'm not going to watch that. They left the cafe after about half an hour and disappeared into a hotel. The next day I went home and waited for the kids to go to bed. I was thinking to tell depending on my husband's response. I turned to my husband. You know what? You don't want to see your parents do something shameful, do you?
I don't care.
Are you okay to see something shameful from your own parents?
What's the matter? Something wrong with your parents?
Yes, but it was your parents.
Oh my God. Was it my mother? What did she do to you?
No, she didn't do anything to me. I told my husband everything that happened yesterday. I made the videos and pictures. Let me see.
Oh my God, this is disgusting. I can't watch my mother do it. How old does she think she is?
You're not shocked.
No. Not at all. I mean, it's not her first time.
What are you saying?
It happened a long time ago. She always betrayed Dad because she was traveling a lot. My brother was still in middle school. So Dad forgave her and rebuilt the relationship.
Oh, I understand.
Well, I guess they won't rebuild the relationship anymore. I'll hire an agency to look into that. Can I use the money for this?
Sure, it's worth it.
Thanks. I'll let you know how it goes.
Took us a month to find an agency and get the results. Peter was stunned when he saw the report.
So, let's take the report to Mom.
What? No need. Why don't you just give it to your dad and let him decide?
That won't make us feel satisfied. Sarah, Mom did something bad to you, didn't she? Let's avenge her. That's the only way I feel satisfied. I should do something for my dearest wife, right?
Oh, Peter. Honestly, I wanted to watch my mother-in-law go insane before my eyes. I wanted to get back at her for everything she did to me. Good job, Peter.
I will tell my father about this before we go. I don't want to confront him with the truth out of the blue.
Are you sure? That could destroy everything.
Yes, I'm sure. My father deserves to know the truth. He has a right to it.
But what about your mother? She'll feel so awful if we tell him.
That's her problem. She did it and must bear the consequences.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. We left our son at my parents' house over the weekend.